Well, you'll have to excuse the sunshine, but I got myself a new sewing machine. It's not a new one. I won it on eBay using my auction sniper. And I think it was Eileen said she just bought this one. A Brother FS130QC. This one, I don't know if yours is the same, Eileen, but this came with a table, removable table, which is quite good, but it's a bit flimsy here. It seems to be, especially at the back, it seems to be a bit flimsy. I've already come across a negative, which is that when I take this off, this is too big for a sleeve to go on. Usually my other one has, I wonder if does that come off? Maybe it comes off. Hang on a second. I'm going to have to put this down while I look. I don't think it does. So that was a slight inconvenience because it's a bit big for a sleeve to go over it. I'd need an extra inch on my sleeves. But other than that, it's not too bad. However, I did have a problem with it at first. It's different from my machine, my other one. It's already dusty. I've been sewing and all the dust from the fabric's gone on it, so it needs to get a bit of a clean here. I don't know if it's me, but even the other one that I've got, which is a Singer, this seems to be very flimsy plastic compared with my previous ones. And, you know, it just doesn't seem to have oh, you know how people on Instagram. I'll do that for you. Although I haven't got lovely long nails. Anyway, yeah, it's the plastic seems to be a bit more flimsy, but as I was telling His Lordship about it, and I said, it's just like cars. I says, they don't make them like they used to. And he said, well, yeah, but he says they don't rust as much, so this plastic won't rust. But it's obviously they found it might be a stronger plastic. I don't know. This is slightly strange, but it clicks in place when you're carrying it. At least this one comes with a case. The Singer Futura didn't come with a case, and that irritated me. It's got lots of little, it's got lots of stitches that you can do. Not that I'm going to use any. To be honest, all I want is a straight stitch, a treble stitch, a triple stitch, which is for stretch, or a stretch like that. That one there, sometimes that one, and all the stitches I really want is that one, a straight stitch, a triple stitch, a zigzag stitch. These two are for stretch, and that's for stretch. That one for over edge sometimes, and other than that, the buttonhole stitch, and usually it's that one that I do. All the rest, you try it when you first get it. You do a few fancy stitches, but you know, I never get around to doing any of these at all. And never did I use. I tried the letters when I first got my other machine, which does letters. Never used it after that. So this is kind of all the gadgets and things that that in my case, it might not apply to you, but in my case, I don't need half of those. So it's as long as it did a straight stitch, as long as it did a stretch stitch, as long as it did a zigzag stitch, and as long as it did a buttonhole, that's the most. In fact, that one's the most important one for me. It does do quite a few different buttonholes. I quite like that. They can do a box as well. I haven't tried that, and I haven't really had a look at these yet to see what they're about. But I did have an issue when I first got it. Apparently, it belonged to this person's sister who died, and it hardly has been used. That's what happened to the previous one, my serger, which is ready for an overhaul. I got this serger, which I absolutely love, and I haven't taken it to be serviced yet. And the same applied. It was a daughter, her mother had died, and she had an overlocker, a Frister and Rossmann overlocker, and she said she didn't sew, and she was just getting rid of the stuff. And I got it at a bargain. Well, this one I think is £299 normally, and I got it for £180. So not bad at all. Came complete with this, as I say, this table, which I assume comes with it. It also came with some spools, with instructions, with a DVD, and which I haven't really looked at. I'm typically like a man. I've just gone forging on in my own way, and I haven't looked at it yet. But When I first got it, I was having an issue with it. It was looping on the undersurface of the surface of the fabric. Now usually when that happens, it's the tension, so I played with the tension, kept getting the looping. Then in the case of when it first arrived, they had a bobbin of thread in, and the bobbin of thread was completely different from the thread on the spool. So I thought, well, maybe it's because they're not the same thread. So I then changed it, and somehow or other it worked. And I assumed, right, it's because the bobbin thread has to be the same thread as the top thread, as that thread on the spool there. But the other day I was changing the thread again to sew something, and I put a pink in there. It was a maroon top, and I had some like plum coloured thread on a spool, and I had a darker maroon thread on there, and it kept looping. And I'm thinking, is this because I've got one thread in a different coloured thread or a different type of thread? So I rethreaded the spool to match the thread on the top, and it still continued. And I checked, I tried the tension again. I tried the tension down to 0 and the tension up to whatever it is up the top. What is it, 8 or 9? 8. I tried tension to 0 and tension to 8, and I was still getting looping on the undersurface. Then I looked online, and they have a YouTube video which is basically an explanation of the DVD that I got in the package with this, that explains how you thread it up and how you sew. And what I noticed was, and I'm going to see if I can show you, when you're threading here, you have to thread it here, and then it goes through there. The thread goes from here and through there, and then underneath here and comes down there, and then pulls up there, round that little arm, down there, through the bar there, and then through the needle. Well, I was doing that exactly as it was threaded, following these numbers. Oh, okay, Google, stop. That's setting my alarm to tell me that lunch isn't, tea isn't, or tea, or as some people would call dinner, is nearly ready. This, I was following these numbers. But then when I looked on the DVD, what they did was, when the thread is going through, once you've got it threaded through, they were holding it tight here. They were holding this thread tight and then pulling it through. So as they're feeding it through, the right hand is holding the thread and the left hand is pulling it through down here, up there, round the loop, and then down there, holding it all the time. And by holding it, was pushing it through these discs. And I could feel a tension in it, which wasn't there when I did it just by using the single hand. So I think you've got to thread, if you have that problem where you're getting looping, hold your thread at the top and then thread through everything. And by holding the thread, you're keeping the tension, and that might work. Right, I'm going to go because I've got to get my tea. I've already shown this thing that I do in a short and also on my Instagram, but I thought you might, those of you who don't watch the shorts, might like to know what I do. I'm using a corner thread, and what I do is I put this little plastic disc on the spool holder, and then I thread the cone through there. Can you see the cone? And I thread it through there, and then I thread the machine as you would normally. And that stops your cone from bouncing around, and also you don't even need to put it in a cup, because here I'm going very fast, winding the thread onto the spool, and it's not making the cone move at all. Well, hello there everybody. I am busy working. I haven't had time to do a vlog this last weekend. I'm hoping to do another one soon, and I've got lots that I need to tell you about because I've been sewing, been making things, been clearing things out, and been getting my sewing machines repaired. Well, taking them to be repaired. I've taken them to be repaired. I've taken 3. One was the one I gave my granddaughter, and I upgraded her to a better one. The one that I had is a Janome. I was recommended to get it. It's nice, but it's not that great, but I want to keep it as a standby. And the other one is my Frister and Rossmann serger, which I love. That I bought second-hand on eBay. It was a lady said her mother had died and her mother sold and she didn't know what it was like. And it was hot, it was brand new. So I was thrilled to bits to get that, but I've hammered the hell out of it. So I've put that in for service. And the third one is my good old Brother N55V, which I love. I paid, sorry, I'm picking up fluff here. I paid $499 for it years ago. I think it must be at least about 15 or 16 years ago. Love it, love it, love it. And I said to the guy, I said, I'd love it if you can repair it, but if not, I might have to invest in a new one. So I said, what's the equivalent of that? And he showed me it, and I can't remember what one he said, but it was $799. So I'll have to start saving my pennies up if I want that one. Anyway, that was the upside. I've taken them to be serviced. The downside is that when I handed them to them, obviously you've got to pay up front, even before anything's done. So I had to hand over £375. It was £125 for each one to be looked at. My heart just dropped and His Lordship was stood behind me. He said, I'll pay for it. So I didn't complain. Anyway, do you like this dress I'm wearing? I bought this in a second-hand shop. We went to Richmond yesterday, bought it in a second-hand shop. I'll bring it down a bit to let you see. I liked it because it's gathered here and it goes down. What does it do? It goes down and there's a pocket. There are really deep pockets here. It's stretch fabric, but the nice thing is that the back is straight. The back has no going in or outish bit, and I quite liked that because that meant it didn't. The thing I find about quite a lot of clothes is because it gathered at the front and then gathered at the back, it makes you look like a big balloon sideways, which I do anyway. I mean, we've all got bellies, but I've got a bottom and I've got a belly, so it makes you look even rounded and more rounded. And so I thought this back one might be quite nice, and I tried it on over my other dress that I was wearing. And His Lordship said, what are you doing? I said, I want to see what it looks like. And he said, oh, that looks nice on you. So I bought it and I thought, right, I'm going to buy it because I want to take a pattern from it and then I can make some more like this. It's a little bit on the short side for my liking. It's about, I'll do a long thing to let you see there. It's just about calf level. So I would prefer it a bit longer, but other than that, I quite like it. I think it's quite, it goes with my grey hair. Anyway, I've got a cardigan on because the sun's just come out, but it's flipping cold again. I wouldn't say flipping. I think the thing is, sun's come out, it's cold, and it's really probably not that cold. But because last week the week before we had such beautiful hot weather in the 20s, 24, 25, this feels absolutely cold, so I've put a jumper on. Anyway, what am I doing? I'm busy making some plates for my customers. I've made one dress and I'm about to make another dress, exactly the same. I've made another 2 dresses, and in fact, since I've talked to you, I have made 4 dresses. I've rustled up some t-shirts, a couple of t-shirts. I had half a metre of t-shirt cotton, and I was going to sell it, and I thought, no, let's make a pattern. So I downloaded a little Lacala pattern to my bust. The short ones, they're going to be short t-shirts, but they're not too bad. Using up the fabric that I've made, and this one, I've got another one here that I've just made. I just thought, right, I'm going to do a rectangle. I'm going to do a slash neck. I'm going to put the sleeves in like this and have sleeves. It needs to be pressed, sleeves like that to there, and it doesn't look too bad. That was just no pattern, just messing around. Well, he's come in and he wants to say hello to you.
Hello to you.
Hello to you. There you go. That's it. Is that it?
Is that my lot?
No, you can say whatever you like. I'm just about to show them how I'm cleaning your mother's jewellery.
Oh.
I'm just showing them.
We still got some of it?
Yes.
Oh, marvellous.
Your mother's rings and things. So we're going to see
There's
what
quite a few.
there's quite a few. Not a great quality, but
She's an expert on this stuff.
but they meant a lot to her. In the same way as I wear silver rings, and they mean a lot to me.
Why did I buy them?
No.
Oh,
No, I bought them. That's the one that I made.
yeah.
That's the one that my daughter said, Mum, I don't want that, you can have it. And I thought it was lovely, so I
it's a
like
Carly
wearing it.
ring.
So it's a Carly ring, that's a daughter ring.
That's important.
But I've got other rings that I wear as well. But I can't get my wedding ring on, that's why I'm not. What about you? Shall we tell them a story about the wedding rings?
Oh,
You can't remember the wedding ring story, can you?
oh, that's the right hand. No, it's the left hand, but it's the
It's
correct
the right hand.
I should say
You
correct.
you can't remember the wedding ring story, can you?
I know it won't fit on my finger.
No, it was on your finger,
Yeah,
and mine was on my finger.
your finger.
And then we were asleep one night,
We were.
and the next morning I woke up and my wedding ring was off my finger. And I went, oh, that's strange, my wedding ring's gone off my finger. And then he lifted his hand up and his wedding ring had gone off the finger as well, and they were both in the bed.
They were both in
And
bed
we
together.
in bed together, but we can't remember having taken them off, and you hadn't taken them off, and I
No, we
hadn't taken
didn't. No,
mine
we
off.
didn't
We
take
just-
them off. They just fell, didn't they?
No, because they weren't. Mine wasn't slack on my finger. And then not long after that, you stopped wearing it because it was too tight for your finger.
Well, the thing is, because I got back into the guitar playing after we got married, the kettle's boiling. By the
When
way.
I'm in the other room and that makes that noise like that, he has to tell me it's whistling because I can't hear it. I've got tinnitus and I can't. When I get to a certain, it's. I've got that, lots of tinnitus, but I don't mind. It's good fun. I only remember when I talk about it. Pardon. Anyway, we're going to go back to this.
Oh, well, I'm off now.
Oh, you're off. Okay,
See ya.
see ya. This is a jumper that His Lordship asked me. He said you can put in the charity bag, and I said, I'm sure it was all pilled. It had all pilling on it. You can just see a little bit on the sides here. And this is a tool that I had for when I had the cat, for getting hairs off the furniture. And I just thought, I got it out and I thought, oh, I'll try it on here. And it's really good because it actually takes all the knobbling, all the bubbles and all the knobbles off it, and actually rejuvenates that jumper again. So I figured that if it's a bit of effort doing it, but you know, if you don't mind doing this, you're returning a decent jumper back to being able to be worn. So there's a little gadget you can think of using.